2030 price appreciation without the domino theory. You're going to get the domino theory, Rick. I don't know how to tell you, like, I cannot be more certain that you're going to see the domino theory play out. I wouldn't have come out here for 2 whole years and talked about it the whole time and built the whole thesis. Just so you guys are aware of how I think. It took me 1.5 years to be fully committed to XRP. Okay? And I owned a bunch of other assets and a bunch of other stuff and invested in other things and looked at the whole industry. And I woke up every single day for 1.5 years trying to figure out how I was wrong about XRP. And I asked every question that everybody on here comes and asks, and I worked through everything, and I couldn't poke any holes in it. I did the same thing with the domino theory. Okay? Like, I sat on that for somewhere between 4 and 6 months, putting it together in my mind before I put it out in a video. And I've iterated on it since then, and it's become much more complete over the past 2 years. That is the only situation. I mean, the other thing that could happen that could drive it to a high price. I will concede that there are a few other things. So if Tether, unprompted by the reverse carry trade somehow, was depegged or sanctioned, that could also elicit huge demand for XRP across the exchanges, very similar to the Shane Ellis theory that was put out. And that's part of my domino theory. I think that will happen during all of this to drive additional demand to push it to even higher prices to be able to settle the back end of the stock market. So that would be the only like outlier that isn't, it's in the domino theory, but you could pluck that piece out and move it over and use that one by itself to drive price to probably $500 or higher. But outside of that circumstance, just another ETF from BlackRock's not going to do it. Without institutional demand for the settlement of the back end of the stock market and these other applications, it's not going to do it. Without the need to be able to rebalance balance sheets globally to offset debt, they're not going to do it. Again, all of this culminates to one big thing happening all at the right time with the perfect storm to see the crazy high prices for XRP that we're all hopeful for. And when it does, XRP will be, $100,000 plus in 2030.